Hi, and welcome to Tripping with Melody. I'm Melody, and I'm here to read you my life story in a poem, which is going to be my first blog post. And I am talking to you all the way from Cape Town, South Africa. The poem is called Cockroach. I made a trip to Earth, came from who knows where, landed in this body, complete with curly hair. I was an only child, lonely from the start, and that aching sent me searching on a journey of the heart. So I became a teacher, and my very favorite thing was playing on the carpet and teaching kids to sing. I knew I'd found my passion and was committed to the bone, but I was not completely happy and had a subtle inner moan. Then one day I read a book that my best friend gave to me about trusting intuition, called the Celestine Prophecy. It said, give up control and planning, you needn't ever stress. Trust your deepest instincts, follow the energy on your quest. Do not follow logic, although it has its place. Forget the pros and cons and feel your way through this space. That God speaks through the heart. It's a whisper, very quiet, but if you pay attention, it's so loud you can't deny it. So I flew on my own to Greece, without a plan or any cares, to see if God was real, to see if she'd guide me there. I backpacked on my own, not knowing where I'd stay, not knowing what I would do for 3 weeks and 1 day. Everything went smoothly, yet I came home still in doubt, so I flew to South Africa to test this theory out. Could I land somewhere more dangerous than Greece without a care? And still be guided by the universe, trusting God and instincts there? From the window of my plane, I could see the huts with my own eyes. And at once I heard a voice who said, "You're home," and then I cried. And for 57 days I traveled with just me, through the desert and the swamps, through the shanty towns and sea to sea. Each day was a miracle, the best time of my existence. I found my heart in Africa and flew home with great resistance. On my return to Canada, I screamed inside my head. I couldn't leave the motherland after what she said. And so began the party years. Woohoo! Techno parties for me. Dancing until dawn, it was a short-lived dynasty. So skinny and so mini, so cocky and so brash, so overbearing yet so caring. Then my system froze and crashed. Depressed as fucking ever, I went from prescribing shrink to shrink. And just as I got better, met a guy, and ooh, quickly did I sink. Between the singing with the children, the highs and lows of my romance, the myriad of medications, my pregnancy had no chance. I sunk even lower in the depths of hellish desperation. I knew the answers lay in quiet meditation. Somewhere between all that and trying to get my degree, I lost my inner compass and my will to even be. I lost all function of my kidneys from a suicide attempt. There were 3 or 4, give or take, but nonetheless, I decided I can't take this. I'm giving it all to God. I knelt down on my carpet, I surrendered, and I sobbed. I vowed to see each thing as an opportunity or gift. I made a deal I'd do anything he said to make that shift. Shortly after, I met Cindy, right from my own apartment block. She said, try the naturopath. I rolled my eyes, and then I stopped. I recalled the vow I made to be open to what comes. Then Dr. Robin saved my life with her vegetables and love. And just after a year, I felt like $1,000,000. I began to study trauma, Dr. Mate's books and stuff. I learned about a magic drink which gives you visions from Peru, so I booked a flight to the Amazon to see what it could do. With my rubber boots, I trudged through the jungle mud to a clearing in the trees where they have a cream called dragon's blood. With some strangers and 5 shamans, I shared my deepest fears. I drank the magic drink. I shed 1,000 tears. The drink did give me visions of the psychedelic sort, but I couldn't quite understand just what they meant by their report. Of course, I went to Machu Picchu, but when I saw it, I went, nah, it's not amazing like South Africa, so I took another breath. The lesson in the jungle was from a local woman full of joy. She was living in the moment as I held her little boy. Her home was in a shack. She was happy as can be. She was glowing from within, and somehow I knew she held the key. Back at home, I still felt angry and had chest anxiety, despite a loving man and the sweetest student you'd ever seen. Then my intuition nudged me to get silent and tune in, focus on my instincts. I was ready to begin. So I joined a meditation group where they simply said, enjoy your breathing. I cut the drama from my life, slowed down at last, and was believing that if I listened to my body, the wisdom would come through. If I got quiet enough, I'd hear my inner truth. This takes us to October of 2018, when I dug up my old movies that for years I hadn't seen. And then I read my journals and my poems from a box. I realized, wow, look at that, a life review, take stock. I was then reminded of my passions and my pains, my greatest aspirations, my losses and my gains. And then last week I took a course on quantum energy healing. And I was reminded of the chakras. Boy, was it revealing. We did a guided journey where we spoke directly to ourselves. We asked what it was they wanted and heard what they had to tell. I heard just one word, writer. And without any hesitation, my own heart, my lonely heart, it revealed my lifelong destination. This moment, just this moment, be happy and let go. Listen to my heart, there's nothing else to know. So with my faith in God secure and my brand new walking boots and my camera gear and no fear, I'll be returning to my roots. With my laptop full of writing and a heart that's always been set, on the 12th of this December, I'll be sitting on a jet. Remember when I first landed and the voice that said you're home? Well, South Africa's calling. I'll be there till Easter. What? Oh, the phone. Yes. I'll be working on my writing, and yes, I've quit my job. And no, I have no plan. But yes, I believe in God. And that's my life story in a poem. And yes, on the 12th of December, I boarded a jet. I spent 2 weeks in Europe. And on the 28th of December, I arrived in Southern Africa. So here I am in Cape Town, and look forward to spreading the news of the interviews and all the adventures that I have and uploading poetry to my website. So please follow me on my YouTube channel, trippingwithmelody.com, Tripping with Melody YouTube channel and Facebook page. Love from Africa.